Welcome, fans. This is Michael Lovely at ringside. We're here in Paintsville, Kentucky. The date, Saturday, April the 2nd. Highlands School, right outside of Paintsville. NWA Bluegrass is proud to present Collision Course. We've already got the first match in the ring. But let me tell you, as you see JT Money and Brad Thomas there, Thomas with an arm drag and a drop kick sends down JT Money, and there's a vicious knife edge chop. And another one, JT Money reeling. Brad Thomas and JT Money starting off. And let me take this second here to remind everyone we got two great main events tonight. The first being a feud that has gone on over 2 decades. Will come to NWA Bluegrass tonight as the Midnight Express. Loverboy Dennis and Beautiful Bobby will tangle with Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express. That's the first one. And then, topping that off, we have a second main event for the NWA Bluegrass Heavyweight Championship as a champion. Chance Profit faces his toughest challenge to date in Team Canada's Eric Young. Brad Thomas there trying for a sunset flip. He still got it. And another arm drag. Now back to the match. First time they've ever been in the ring, Brad Thomas, trained by Ricky Morton, has come to NWA Bluegrass, wants to make his mark here tonight. Pick the biggest show of the year here for us to do it against JT Money, a man who has slowly moved up to the top of NWA Bluegrass, is now part of that upper echelon, challenging for both the Cruiserweight Championship and the NWA Bluegrass Heavyweight Championship. And I'll tell you right now, JT Money, any given night, he can walk away with gold here in Bluegrass. Money drops down, Thomas over. Money shoots him all the way out to the outside. Thomas landing hard. There you see Thomas on the floor. Brad Thomas in a whole lot of trouble here tonight in Collision Course. His debut here in Bluegrass could end up being not so spectacular. JT Money going out after him. JT Money very aggressive, almost vicious. Money picks him up. Big body slam right down on the floor. Money shoots Thomas back in the ring. JT Money taking over the match here. Like I was saying, JT Money is any given night could walk away with gold here in Bluegrass. He has impressed everyone in management, myself included. JT Money has everything going for him, including a vicious streak and no love lost for the fans, I can tell you that. JT will pull out any and all stops to get the win. He doesn't care if he has to cheat to get it. As long as he gets that W, that's all that matters to him. He walks away with the winner's share of the purse, and he moves himself one step closer to gold. Brad Thomas now firing back. Money cuts him off with a knee to the midsection. Money trying to stay in control of this match here. Brad Thomas, it may be a little bit quicker than Money. I don't know. It's definitely going to be a vicious spine buster by Money. He plants Thomas right in the middle of the ring. Goes for a cover. Only a 2 count. Now just goes for the choke. There's that vicious side I was talking about. JT Money may have wasted too much time there after he hit that vicious spine buster before he went for the pin. He took a little time. There you go, see Money. Again, laying that leg right across the throat of Brad Thomas. And he's got referee Smiley distracted. JT Money will take every shortcut in the book. Brad Thomas may not know that since this is his first big match here in Bluegrass. JT, there you see the Russian leg sweep. Now he's got a hook onto a modified version of that Cobra clutch. Brad Thomas out there pretty far away from the ropes. Money switches it over, now just a reverse chin lock. Almost a camel clutch. Money sends Thomas back down to the mat. JT Money taunting the fans. JT Money wrenching that back on the chin of Brad Thomas and then putting him down again. A little gyrating for Money. And definitely not the fan favorite here tonight, I can tell you that. And Brad Thomas, like I said, trained by Ricky Morton, has been in that ring many times. Not a rookie. Oh, and Thomas flips around, and JT Money gets a knee in the family jewels. Thomas whips him off, goes for a drop kick, but misses it. JT Money again holds on to the ropes. Drops a vicious elbow on Thomas. And a second. Make it a trifecta. Thomas in trouble here. Brad Thomas may not have known what he was in there, who he was getting in there with when he signed for this match earlier. Money whips him into the corner. And again, oh, vicious, just shook the whole entire ring. The back of Brad Thomas has taken punishment throughout this whole match. It seems like JT Money has put that target right on the back of Brad Thomas, and that's what he's isolated so far. Uh-oh, Thomas with a small package. Referee down. Referee Smiley just a little bit out of position. Money catches Thomas with a brutal clothesline. Referee Smiley just a little bit out of position, and that could have been a quick 3 there. JT Money taking the pain back to Brad Thomas here. Puts him in the corner, picks him up. Belly to belly overhead. It looks like Thomas grabbing the back of his head. He could have hit the back of his head. And again, Money going right back to work on that back of Brad Thomas. Now Money will be looking, he could be looking for a new submission move. You never know about Money. He's always inventive in that ring, always coming up with something new. But he's got to be looking, I think, his finisher so far to date has been the money shot, as he calls it. From that top rope. And if he hits you with that, it's over. There's nobody getting up from it. It's taken Money to many great wins here in Bluegrass. Brad Thomas trying to get fired up. The fans starting to clap for him. Breaks the hole with some elbows to the midsection. Money misses the clothesline. Thomas off the ropes. High cross body. Referee down. 2.5. And a drop kick by Brad Thomas. Brad Thomas on fire, taking it to JT Money. A spin, a splits, and a clothesline. Hooks the leg. Again, 2.5. Brad Thomas has come to life here in this match. JT Money in trouble, picks him up. Money flips over. Just plants him with a belly-to-back suplex. Money looks like he's setting him up for something. This could be it. This could be the money shot. If he hits it, it's over. That's it. That's it. Referee down. 2. That's it. Big win for JT Money here at Collision Course. Okay, fans, here we go. 8-man tag team warfare going on right now. We've joined it in progress. In the ring, you see Chris King in the blue and the black, locking up with Brett Sharp there in the white. And these 8 men have some set scores to settle amongst themselves. Between the 4 on one side and the 4 on the other, there's multiple feuds and a whole lot of bitterness and hate. You have the Redneck Express, it's Johnny Mulison and the Rebel, and the newcomer, the Masked Man Halo, teaming up with Chris King and they're facing off against Divine Justice. That's Jude Justice and Gage Divine, the big bald man Thunder, and Brett Sharp, who's in the ring there in the white. And let me tell you, referee Russell will have his hands full in this one. So Brett Sharp shoots off King. King shoulder block, knocks Sharp down. King over. Sharp goes for a hip toss. King misses a clothesline. Sharp behind. King holding on to the ropes there. Sharp misses his clothesline. King off the ropes. High cross body. He catches him. Referee Russell out of position. Doesn't even get a 1 count. Big arm drag by King there into an arm bar. Now these two men you see in the ring, Chris King and Brett Sharp, they're going to be the wrestlers because each of the 4 men on each team bring something special to this match. And Chris King and Brett Sharp bring the wrestling, the pure mat wrestling, maybe a little bit of the high flying and the quickness to each of their teams. The tag teams of the Redneck Express, that's the Rebel and Mulesome on one team, and Gage Divine and Jude Justice, Divine Justice on the other. They'll bring the tag team specialty to this match. Sharp shoots off King. Sharp again goes for the clothesline, catches him, misses him. King catches him with a belly-to-back suplex and tags in Halo. Now, I don't know much about this young man, Halo. Masked, making one of his only his second appearance here for Bluegrass. King whips him off. No reversal. Tag team wrestling. Big shoulder block in the corner. Halo goes in. Both feet right to the chest of Brett Sharp, caving it in. Oh! Jude Justice comes in from behind. Referee distracted over in the corner, and just that allowed Jude Justice to come in and maybe turn the tide of this match. Brett Sharp quickly making a tag, brings in Gage Divine. Gage with a big boot. Now this is a definite mismatch. Gage much bigger than Halo here. Gage just caught him with that running fist right to the throat, it looked like, of Halo. I tell you, Gage Divine is a brawler, plain and simple. He'll just punch you and kick you until he feels you've had enough, and then he'll go for the pin. Or knowing his disposition, he may punch and kick you some more. Halo fighting out of it. Now Halo on the outside. Big shoulder block, caught Gage coming in there, stunned the big man. Comes off the rope. Gage catches him. Big spine buster. Just planted him right through the mat. Gage going for the cover. Johnny Mulesome in to break it up. And if anybody that follows NWA Bluegrass knows that Gage Divine and his partner Jude Justice and the Redneck Express over there on the other side, no love lost whatsoever. They have fought all over the state of Kentucky. Jude Justice used to be part of the Redneck Express, was injured. The Rebel went out and replaced him with Johnny Mulesome. When Jude came back, he went right after the Redneck Express. And then actually found Gage Divine and formed a tag team, Divine Justice, and the wars have just gone on and on, with no team really claiming a victory, a decisive victory, as of yet. Now the big man Thunder in there, he's the enforcer of Bluegrass. Misses a clothesline on the smaller Halo, misses an elbow. Halo off the ropes. Thunder just caught him midair. That's just brute power. He's just walking around with him like a rag doll. Oh, fall away slam to Halo. We're going to find out what this masked man is really made of as he's taking punishment. And again, Mulesome in to break up the pin attempt. This kid Halo can't take much more. And there you see the double teaming going on the other side. Gage Divine just choking out Halo on those ropes as the referee's distracted with the Redneck Express. Now Jude Justice down there. Oh, he was going to get involved. The referee over there running him off. Thunder picks up Halo. Whips him off the ropes again. Just powers him up and drops him. Thunder off the ropes. Oh! The Rebel caught him with a knee, but Thunder just shrugged it off and went ahead and hit and jumped right on the back of Halo. Thunder is a tough man, just took it, shrugged it off, and went on with his move. Now double teaming as Jude Justice comes in the ring. Now Halo just rolls over Justice there, just rolls him up. Got a 2 count. It stunned him there out of nowhere. And Halo just made the tag. In comes Johnny Mulesen. Modified drop kick there on Justice. And that chop. Now Mulesen going to work on Justice. Big clothesline. Johnny Mulesen trying to get the crowd behind him here in Paintsville. Big kick. Now he hooks Jude up for something. Big suplex. Almost suplexed him right out of the ring. Now changed his tactics. He's gone to work on the leg. Gone from working on the back to the legs. Oh! Referee Russell's got to reprimand him about that. That looked a little low to me. The Rebel on the outside with Justice. He's just going to work on him while referee Russell is just tied up. This referee may have lost control of this whole match. Oh, big chop by the Rebel. The referee's over topping the King. Now Mulesen and Thunder are just trading rights right in the center of the ring. And they're not even the legal men. Well, Mulesen is. Thunder just worked his way in. Just pie faces Mulesen down. He may have hit him in the eye there. Now Justice comes all the way back in. Tags himself back in. Justice still the legal man. That tag wasn't necessary. Justice had never tagged out. Now he and Thunder have got Mulesen in their corner. Both of them going to work. Isolating their man in their corner of the ring. Now Justice setting him up. Just drops him DDT. Mulesen looks to be in trouble. Justice off the ropes with a big splash. Hooks the leg. Referee out of position. There he goes. 2.5. Mulesen barely gets out. Of course, always find out about all the happenings and the goings on in NWA Bluegrass. Simply go to our website. That's www.nwa-bluegrass.com. Again, that's www.nwa-bluegrass.com. You can find out everything that's going on. I don't want to take away from this match. It's Thunder now in there with a front face lock on Johnny Mulesen. Mulesen just trying to power the big bald man back to his corner to make that tag. Mulesen has taken a lot of punishment quick. There you see Thunder motioning him in. In comes Gage Divine. The referee got to get him out. Again, smart tag team wrestling. Thunder just laying those rights in there now. Now Brett Sharp just choking Mulesen out. All 4 of them. That's it. The Rebel's in the ring. Big clothesline by the Rebel on Thunder. Now the referee's got to get the Rebel out of the ring. He's not the legal man. Uh-oh, Rebel catches him and makes the tag. How clever was that? He just caught him, drug him over to his corner, and made the tag. Now the Rebel's in here. Here comes the big man, 300-plus pounds of just pure redneck. He whips Gage off the ropes. Here he comes in the corner. Just clotheslines him. In comes Jude. He gets clotheslined. Thunder coming in, but the Rebel's waiting on him. Now Brett Sharp gets a clothesline. The Rebel is just cleaning house. The big man going to town. Setting him up. No, he's going to make the tag. He tags Chris King, and King is going to fly. High crossbody by Chris King on Thunder. The King doesn't go for the pin. Oh, and Brett Sharp just come in out of nowhere with a double axe handle to the back of King. Brett Sharp sits him up. Fisherman suplex, but the referee distracted. King gets out of it anyway before the referee even gets a 1 count. Now here comes Halo in. Now it's all broken down. All 4 men in the ring. Referee just putting his hands on his head. I told you I thought he'd lost control of this match. Now I guarantee it. Too much bad blood between all 8 men. There's Brent Sharp and Johnny Mulesen on the outside here. Just down below me. Oh, Mulesen goes low. Mulesen goes low. The referee may have to throw this out. All 8 men fighting all over Oh! Low kick by the Rebel, but the referee didn't see it. Now Thunder cuts Rebel off. Halo in one corner working on getting worked. No, Halo getting worked on by Gage Devine. Now here's Thunder calling for something. I don't know who the legal man is. I've lost control of it. If I've lost control of it, you can guarantee referee Russell has too. Divine Justice setting him up. Handing him off to Thunder. I see a power bomb coming. Oh, and Chris King caught Gage Devine with a super kick. Both men covering. Referee counted 3, but who had it? King had Gage Devine pinned. Thunder had Halo pinned. Which team wins? Referee shaking it off, but who won? It doesn't matter who won, because I've got to go get my team, the Heartbreakers, ready to defend their tag championship. You all are on your own.
No contest, no winner of this match tonight. No winner. Your tag team 5 minutes.
Michael Lovely getting back to my post here at ringside, or just slightly away from ringside. I think I'm going to get close to this ring with these guys fighting tonight. No way. I like myself way too much to do that. But you saw, we're joining this match, or I'm just sitting down enjoying this match. Vinny V came out here. I heard him from the back as I was making my way back here. Didn't know time to even celebrate the big win by my tag team you just saw a few minutes ago. Those two mealy-mouthed punks, the Riders, come out with their bling-bling and all that stuff, and it wasn't enough to take my team down. But no time for celebration. I had to come back out here and do my job. You see Vivacious Vinny V in the ring. He just issued an open challenge, and I don't know if Vinny expected this. The Barbarian in Bluegrass. This man is a legend. The old NWA, WCW, WWF. That's right, I said F, not E. He's been everywhere, successful everywhere. Managed by some of the greatest minds in wrestling, and now he's come to NWA Bluegrass. And I think Vinny V may have bitten off more than he knows here tonight. I don't think he knew the Barbarian was in the building, or he wouldn't have issued that open challenge. Vinny going with a top wrist lock there. Barbarian just shoves him off. Vinny V just can't seem to get his flow going here tonight, and I don't think he was expecting a man as big or as powerful as the Barbarian to come through that, or as experienced, I should say, as the Barbarian to come through that curtain. But now all that I've said, Vinny, of course, a close personal friend of mine, is a former Bluegrass tag team champion here. He's a former Bluegrass Cruiserweight champion. And, of course, he's a former NWA World Junior Heavyweight champion. The man's very decorated, plenty of years of experience. And once he gets his game together, I think that maybe he can handle the Barbarian. We'll just have to wait and find out. You hear these fans barking behind the Barbarian here in Paintsville. There you go, Vinny. Vinny backs him in the corner. Referee Smiley giving a count. Oh, big chop. The Barbarian just shook it off. Vinny's going to have to try something else here. The Barbarian just shaking it off and coming forward. Vinny goes to the midsection. Backs the big man in, whips him in the corner. Vinny tries the clothesline. Oh, the Barbarian just shakes it off. Vinny too busy posing. Big clothesline. The Barbarian just about took his head off. Big slam by the Barbarian. And again, Vinny goes outside the ring. Say what you will about Vinny, but he knew he had to break that momentum or this match would be over quick. Well, they're telling me here that I got to remind everyone, as I always do, that you can check out the latest happenings in NWA Bluegrass by visiting our website. As the Barbarian goes outside the ring after Vinny slams him into the apron. Referee Smiley starting his count. And like I was saying, you can check out all the happenings going on in NWA Bluegrass by checking out our website. That address is www.nwa-bluegrass.com. Check out all the happenings. Look for new merchandise and find out where we're coming next on the World Wide Web. The Barbarian and Vinny now battling on the outside. Vinny just can't seem to get any offense going in this match. Oh, Barbarian picks him up. Just holding him there. And Vinny's not the biggest man, but he's definitely not small. And the Barbarian just rams him back first again for the second time into that steel ring post. Referee Smiley's just decided to not do the count because he's like everybody else here in Paintsville. Nobody wants to see a double count out. We want to see a winner in that ring. Just like my team, the Heartbreakers, did a few minutes ago. We want to see a winner in the ring, clean. Now the Barbarian dropping that big elbow on Vinny. The Vivacious one in trouble. Referee gets a 2 count. Barbarian didn't hook a leg. You're not going to get Vinny that easy. You're going to have to wear this man down. Heart of a champion. Vinny goes for the leg with a drop kick. Now just chop blocks the Barbarian down. He finally got the big man down on the mat. Then you see still holding that back. Take out one of the legs, and the big man just about the same size as everybody else when he's laying on the mat. There you see Vinny tying those legs up. Vinny loves to submission wrestle. If he can stay on the mat, go hold to hold, he can hang with the best of them. They're going for the Vinny Vice, one of his favorite moves. That's the Vinny Vice. The Barbarian trying to reach the ropes. Referee down there checking. I don't know. Maybe he'll get a submission out of the big man. I don't know. No, Vinny just let go. I guess Vinny felt he wasn't going to get the submission, so he's going to have to work on that leg a little more. Uh-oh. Giving the Ric Flair woo. Oh, and the Barbarian just shoved him off. Barbarian gets back to his feet. You see him still favoring that leg. He just picked him up. Big side slam. Referee gets a 2 count out of it. The Barbarian really didn't get much of a cover on him. He was still holding that knee. Barbarian just slams Vinny back in the corner. Now Barbarian going up on that second rope. Just peppering Vinny with rights to the head. Vinny just wobbling in the corner. Barbarian pulls him out. Whips him off the ropes. Misses the elbow. Vinny again goes back to the midsection. Now Vinny going to whip the Barbarian off. Barbarian reverses it. Big clothesline. I know that's got to feel like running into a brick wall. Vinny went down and down hard. Barbarian whips him off, misses the elbow. Oh, he caught the boot! And the Barbarian signaling this is it. He intends to put the Vivacious One away. Barbarian going for a submission. Look at that. Pulling on the arm has isolated the neck. I don't know. That's it. Vinny's tapping. Vinny's tapping. That's it. The referee calls for the bell. Vinny Viagra has tapped out. Big win for the Barbarian. Okay, here we go, fans. Michael Lovely back at ringside. So we kick off another title match, this one for the NWA Bluegrass Cruiserweight Championship. It is a three-way dance. One pin wins it. One fall wins it all, so to speak. And that man you're seeing right there, that's superstar Shane Matthews. He's the champion. He's the man that's putting the gold on the line tonight against the #1 contender, former NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. Not just in Bluegrass, I mean of the entire NWA. That's Tradition Chris Draven in the red and white there. And in there with him is Chris Vega, another top contender for that Cruiserweight Championship. Vega in the blue and white. Draven with the side headlock takes Vega over, loses him, but Draven quickly counters back into that headlock. And there's Shane Matthews, the superstar, wily. He is looking for every opportunity he can and every cheap shot he can get. Draven and Vega they don't have any real love lost for each other, but they both detest Shane Matthews. Shane Matthews again going outside the ring trying to regroup. There you see Draven and Vega, maybe an uneasy alliance. Maybe they've got a plan worked out. Yeah, you see them shaking hands there. Maybe no, they intend to go at it. Every man out for himself in this match. Every man out for that cruiserweight gold. Vega with the side headlock on Draven, which is over into that armbar. Vega, of course, former tag team co-holder of the tag team championship here in NWA Bluegrass, but not anymore. Not giving it up to go after the singles. There's Draven pounding on Matthews. Now Draven and Vega trading shots on Matthews. Whips the superstar off the ropes. Big double backdrop, sends the champion down. Both men putting the there you just rolling Shane Matthews outside the ring. Maybe Draven and Vega feel they have a better shot, just the two of them going at it. Just keep Matthews out of the picture altogether. And the two of them go at it. And the best man walk away, the cruiser champion. And you see another lockup. This time Draven back into that side headlock. Chris Draven, they call him Tradition, has been so successful here in NWA Bluegrass. Known for a very old school style of moves. Big clothesline by Draven, takes down Vega. Draven, as I was saying, very old school, is known for his slogan, no chairs, no ladders, just wrestling. That's why he calls himself Tradition, Chris Draven. As Matthews sends Draven on the outside, that leaves Vega in there. Matthews thought he got rid of the problem, but Vega now wailing away on Matthews. Matthews cuts him off, whips him off the ropes. Vega reverses. Big elbow, sends the champion down, and a clothesline by Vega. Goes for a cover. Only a 2 count. Vega had the superstar stunned, and now Draven back in the ring. And I also got to remind everyone, if you've watched NWA Bluegrass at all, you know Chris Draven and I don't see eye to eye. But he's left the tag team scene, therefore he's not in my hair right now, so I'm going to call it unbiasedly. Even though I believe Shane Matthews is the champion for a reason. Vega, there you see, going to work on Tradition in the corner. Matthews getting his breath back. Now it looks like, could Vega and Matthews have formed some kind of partnership to go after Draven? Could this be a setup? I don't know. I got to think the want for that cruiserweight gold will outweigh any kind of partnership in this match. It's a 3-way match. It's so much going on. You possibly need 2 referees to sign this match. One just can't control. Vega holding Draven open there, and Matthews goes for that choke. I talked about Matthews being underhanded. He'll take a shortcut. That's how he became champion in the first place here in Bluegrass. That's how he's managed to stay champion. Vega go for a pin. There you see Matthews pulling him off. That deteriorated quick between these two. Back into fisticuffs. And Matthews goes right for the eyes. Cuts off Vega. Because when it doesn't matter what kind of friendships are formed, it all comes down to that belt. Matthews setting him up. Snap suplex. Puts Vega down. And goes over and just chokes Draven out. Uses the ropes for that extra leverage, just chokes out Tradition. Now just going to kick him to the floor. Maybe Matthews thinks he can beat Vega better. Vega easier, I should say, than Draven. Draven and Matthews have fought back and forth for that Bluegrass Cruiserweight Championship. Matthews has used every underhanded trick he knows to keep that belt. Disqualifications, countouts, outside interference, everything. And Draven has come so close again and again. But then Draven, of course, has achieved that something that Matthews has not. Draven has been the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion. A goal Matthews has not achieved. Matthews cuts off Vega there with an elbow. Now Matthews again taking time to yell at those fans. Draven coming back with a big clubbing blow right to the back of Matthews. Now Draven going to work on the champion. Now Draven turns his attention to Chris Vega. It's off Vega. Draven with that elbow. Vega rolls all the way outside to the apron. Again, Matthews cuts off Chris Draven, picks him up. Big body slam, just plants tradition. Shane Matthews now ascending the ropes up to that second. Is it distracted? No, you think he's Jerry Lawler? Yeah! Fist drop, shades of the king. And Vega pulls him off. Vega was out on the apron there, but still had his wits enough about him to pull Matthews off and stop that pin. Now Vega and the Superstar battling right around ringside here. Matthews throws Vega back in where Draven's waiting on him. Matthews not paying attention. Draven goes back to that side headlock. Again, Draven is a mat wrestler. Vega turns him over. And again, he got a 2 count. Matthews broke it up. One's got to be wondering if Draven's still feeling the side effects from that earlier onslaught of punishment. Matthews DDTs him. He just planted Draven. Now Matthews going up. I talked to him earlier. He said he had something big planned tonight. A moonsault. Superstars calling for a moonsault. Here he goes. Oh, Draven moved. No water in the pool. Now Vega going up. Can Vega capitalize? And Vega misses. The first man to his feet's going to have an advantage. And all three of them get to their feet at the same time. Double clothesline by Draven. He backs Vega in. And another clothesline. Oh, and Matthews again goes back to the eyes. Draven reverses it. There's that elbow again. Whips off Vega. And another clothesline. Draven goes back for the pin. Oh, but Matthews breaks it up. Now Draven going for that flip over pin, but again, he turned his back on Matthews, and that allowed the Superstar to break up the pin. Matthews up on the second rope. Swinging DDT on Chris Vega. And he goes back to work on tradition. Again, Matthews knew he had to get Draven out of the ring, and there he goes, throwing him out. Matthews going outside the ring after Draven. Oh, and Draven cuts him off. Now they're battling at ringside. Draven going for that bulldog on the concrete. Oh, Matthews shot him off. Draven's shoulder and maybe his head glancing against that ring post. That steel ring post. Draven could be a non-factor in the rest of this match. Matthews, referee out with Draven. Matthews has got that belt. He misses. Vega cuts him off. Vega singling, that's it. He picks him up. Matthews reverses, grabs the belt. Oh! To the face of Vega. Matthews used that cruiserweight belt. He's knocked Vega out. Referee coming back in. And Matthews steals another one. Shane Matthews retains the Cruiserweight Championship. Okay, fans, time for another great match here at Collision Course, courtesy of NWA Bluegrass. In the ring, Eric Darkstorm against one half of the Naturals, Chase Stevens. Of course, if I need to tell you, Eric Darkstorm is the one with the big ED on the back of his orange tights. And I expect great things from this match. Eric Darkstorm, one of the up-and-comers here in Bluegrass. Chase Stevens, former two-time World Tag Team Champion with the Naturals, and they could get those bouts back on any given day. big part of TNA and trying to make an impact here in NWA Bluegrass. Stevens just floats over there into the headlock on Eric Darkstorm. Darkstorm trying to get up, get to his feet, maybe alleviate some of that pressure from that side headlock. Darkstorm tries to shoot him off. Stevens just grabs the arm, just wringing the arm. Darkstorm rolls through, kips up. Now rings the arm of Stevens. Jay Stevens making his first appearance here in NWA Bluegrass. Eric Darkstorm, of course, a former Cruiserweight champion here in Bluegrass. And if Darkstorm knows this is probably the biggest match ever in his career, if he gets a win here tonight, he knows everybody's going to be looking at him, from TNA to every other NWA promoter. So Darkstorm knows just how important this match is, of course, and also being a part of Collision Course, the biggest show ever put on by NWA Bluegrass, at least for now. It's going to keep growing, keep getting bigger. Who knows what's coming for us? Darkstorm there, got the arm bar stretching back on Stevens. Throws him over, Oklahoma roll. Now, Darkstorm not only has the arm, but also has got that leg scissors on his head. Head scissors. Darkstorm bridges over. There you see, putting all the pressure on the arm of Jay Stevens. Darkstorm goes for a pin, but of course too early in the match yet. I don't think Darkstorm ever intended to get the pin. I think he just wanted to show Stevens that, hey, you go to sleep and I will beat you here tonight. Stevens cutting off. Darkstorm with those big elbows to the face. Comes off the rope. Darkstorm mitches Stevens, whips him in. Stevens got a hold of him. Darkstorm follows through with the arm drag. And another one. Japanese arm drag. Jay Stevens having some problems here tonight. Darkstorm whips him in. Stevens reverses it. Darkstorm goes up and over. Look at that backflip. Stevens misses the clothesline. Darkstorm tried for that kick off, springboard kick off the ropes, and just Stevens just grazed him with that foot, but it was still enough to knock Stevens down. So, and Darkstorm just kicks Stevens to the floor. Chase goes to the outside, maybe to catch a breath, and Darkstorm come up from behind him and knock him to the floor. What a great night it's been so far, and still two big main events to come. The NWA Bluegrass Heavyweight Championship on the line. Chance Profit defending against Team Canada's own Eric Young. And of course, who could forget the legendary feud comes to Bluegrass. Look, a big suplex there. Darkstorm goes for a pin, gets two. Big suplex as Darkstorm had his feet on the bottom rope and just springboard Stevens in the ring. Like I was saying there before I got distracted by the great action. And of course, the legendary feud comes to Bluegrass, the Rock and Roll Express and the Midnight Express, right here tonight. Stevens reverses him. Oh, he just cut him off. I think that was a low blow. Referee Russell may have been a little bit out of position there. He's questioning Stevens about it. Of course, Stevens says no. What's he gonna say, ref? Yeah, I kicked him, disqualify me. Of course he's gonna say no. Referee Russell must not have seen it because he can't call it, but that's what you call a momentum shift. Jay Stevens is about to take over on Darkstorm. There you see, going to the ropes, choking him out. Referee starting his count. Eric Darkstorm makes one misstep and Chase Stevens just takes over. Stevens there spouting his virtues. Darkstorm tries to fire back with those stinging rights, and another one, and yet another one. Oh, and Stevens goes to the eyes. And no matter how many times it gets said, I cannot reiterate enough. No matter how big you are, you're still weak around the eyes. No matter who you are, you're still weak Unless you were to wear sunglasses or something in there, well, it's not going to happen. Stevens there shooting Darkstorm to the outside. Stevens just shoves the referee out of the way. He's going out after Darkstorm. Stevens clubbing Darkstorm down. Now he's just lifting those mats up. Those mats not very thick anyway. He just lifted them up. And I tell you, under that blue tarp is just hardwood floor. Oh, big chop. Stevens setting him up for a suplex. He hit him. Oh, and Darkstorm just bounced off that floor. He may have broken his back. Darkstorm's back. It looks like Stevens even hurt himself. But again, that shows you the tenacity of Stevens, willing to hurt his own back just so he can hurt Darkstorm a little bit more. Stevens rolls in just enough to break the ref's count and goes back to work on Darkstorm. Stevens shoots Darkstorm back in the ring. Stevens knows he's got to beat him. That's what he does. Goes for the pin quick. 2.5. Eric Darkstorm manages to kick out. Darkstorm may be going on nothing but sheer determination and will, knowing this is the biggest match of his career. It could make him or break him. Now Stevens just pulling back there. He's pulling back on both arms and got that knee right across the shoulder blades, adding even more pressure to the upper back of Darkstorm. Darkstorm turns it over, alleviates some of the pressure. The crowd willing Darkstorm up. Darkstorm breaks the hold, but Stevens still just yanks the hair and pulls him back down. Call it rule breaking, call it what you will. I call it effective. Now, Stevens just going for a choke on Darkstorm, taking the full measure of the count.
10 minutes gone in the match. 10 minutes gone in this match.
Stevens snapmares him over. Big kick right between the shoulder blades. Stevens has put a bullseye on that back of Eric Darkstorm and then goes right back to it again. Almost bow and arrowing him back. Pulling those arms back, driving that knee, and rolls him up into a pinning combination. Referee a little out of position. Now Darkstorm gets it. Only a 2 count. Darkstorm managed to float back over and get a 2 count for himself. Referee out of position there. That very well could have been it. Now Stevens just standing on the head of Darkstorm. Darkstorm still firing back. Where does he get it? Darkstorm having his 7th or 8th win in this match. Stevens reverses it, misses a clothesline. Darkstorm comes off and gets dumped to the floor. Jay Stevens just dumped him all the way over the top rope, straight down to the floor, right on that injured back. That could be it. The referee. No, Stevens looks like he's going out after him. He is. He doesn't want a count-out victory. He wants that pin. I think he wants to show this up-and-comer who the better man is here tonight. Now Stevens ramming that back right into that ring, the side of the ring. Where there is no padding, just steel. And again, crashing those kidneys into the side of the ring. Yet Darkstorm fires back. Big kick. Right to the side of the head, maybe the ear of Chase Stevens. Oh! Darkstorm goes head first right into that steel ring post as Stevens takes a seat. Just when Eric Darkstorm starts to get things going his way, Chase Stevens just comes back out and cuts him right back off. And Darkstorm ends up in worse shape than when he began. Stevens just scraping those boots across the eyes and the forehead of Darkstorm. Now just going for that front face lock. And you see him laying all his weight down, pushing even more weight on the back of the neck of Darkstorm. And those short rights catching him. The referee wasn't over there. It could have been to the throat. Now Stevens just laying down, keeping Darkstorm on the mat and applying that pressure. Referee needs to check it very well. It could easily be a chokehold. Once again, the fans starting to get behind Darkstorm. I do not know how much more this kid can have as Stevens just cuts him off. Shots to the ribs that time. Just drags Darkstorm back down to the mat. This very well could be it for Darkstorm. He could be out. The leg just barely moving. This could be it. No. Starting to bounce those legs back and forth. He's trying to get some feeling back in there, trying not to black out. He's got to get out of this sooner. This is over. Head to the showers. Darkstorm now powers back up. Oh, and cuts him off. Stevens breaks the hold. And again, Darkstorm goes to the midsection. Now Darkstorm firing back again, once again with those rights. And a big one sends Chase down. He's staggering. And another one sends him back down again. Can Darkstorm do it? Can he mount some offense and put Chase Stevens away? Spinning heel kick right to the face of Stevens. He goes for the cover. Oh, 2.5. Darkstorm looks a little stunned. I think maybe he thought he had him there. Darkstorm whips him off. Stevens reverses it. Stevens goes for a clothesline, but Darkstorm catches him. And he just plants Stevens down to the mat. Goes for another cover. Again, 2.5. Darkstorm keeps pulling out these big high-impact moves, but it's not enough. Now he's calling for it. Could be that 450. But Stevens is not down. He's getting back up. Oh, Stevens shoved the referee into the ropes. And that caused Darkstorm to lose his footing. He fell right on that top turnbuckle. Now Stevens goes over. Stinging right hands to the jaw of Darkstorm. Looks like he's setting Darkstorm up. Could be a superplex. Again, that would put all that pressure right back on that back. There it is. Darkstorm's got to be done. That's got to be it. Stevens having some trouble covering him. I think it took as much out of Stevens as it did Darkstorm. Down for the cover. Oh, 2 3/4. Jay Stevens visibly showing the frustration with Darkstorm. Stevens whips him again into the corner. Darkstorm moves. Here comes Darkstorm. Oh! Enziguri to the back of the head. Misses the clothesline. Super kick! He super kicked his head off. Oh, only 2.5. Darkstorm still kicks out. What is it going to take? What a match. Stevens setting him back up for another suplex. Darkstorm floats over. Rolls up Stevens. No, Stevens rolls through. Hooks the tights and the ropes. That's it. Big win for Chase Stevens. What's this? Wait just a minute. I've been handed a note. I've got to go to the back. You fans are on your own. Okay, fans, here we go. The first of two main events. This is Michael Lovely back behind the mic. And, of course, you may be asking yourself the obvious question here. How can I be behind the mic and at ringside with my good friends, Loverboy Dennis and Beautiful Bobby, the Midnight Express? But let me tell you something. This commentary was recorded the day after this show. Now, what the officials of NWA Bluegrass told me was that I was contractually obligated to commentate in every match except the Heartbreakers, my team. So when my good friends, Bobby and Dennis, asked me to come to ringside with them because they knew the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson were two underhanded little cheats out to steal any cheap victory they could from Bobby and Dennis, I agreed because they're my friends and I'm that kind of upstanding guy. So I went to ringside here to help my friends at Collision Course. But then the officials from NWA Bluegrass said, no, you have to do commentary for this match. So I had to come in on my day off, on a Sunday nonetheless, to add commentary to this match. And they said furthermore that I had to be unbiased, that I couldn't tell you what I really thought, that I just had to call the match. Well, I'm going to do my best. But I've said it before and I'll say it again, that Loverboy Dennis and Beautiful Bobby are close personal friends of mine, and they asked me as a personal favor to come to ringside with them because they knew that the Rock and Roll Express were up to no good. And then Dennis bestowed upon me a great honor. He had with him, as you saw me bring it to ringside there, Dennis had a tennis racket. He asked me to bring it to ringside as a show of solidarity for the Midnight Express for the one who could not be here. I'm not going to say any names. Dennis asked me to bring that along with me, and out of my friendship and admiration I have for the Midnight Express, I brought it. Now that being said, I'm going to try to call the match. Oh, and there you see Bobby missing. Like I was saying, for over 20 years, this feud has raged on. Whether it's the team of Bobby and Dennis, what I consider the original Midnight Express, or later on Bobby and Stan. But to me, Bobby and Dennis just have a little more going on together. To me, they'll always be the true Midnight Express, the original. Not saying taking anything away from Bobby and Stan. And there you see me calling a timeout. We're just trying to regroup. Ricky Morton hit Bobby in the eye there using underhanded tactics. I'm telling the referee that we just need a minute to get our game back together. And that's smart tag team wrestling. We're just regrouping. We're going to make them play our game. You see the referee over there bad-mouthing me. I don't, this referee, where is he from? He must be from Paintsville. It just frustrates me. But I know, they're telling me be unbiased. My producer's looking at me saying you got to be unbiased. Okay, here we go. Beautiful Bobby in there, along with Robert Gibson. Collar and elbow tie-up. Bobby backing him into his corner. Oh, Robert firing out. Rights and elbows. Oh, noggin knocker. Come on, ref. Those were closed fists. I know. I'm supposed to be unbiased. They were closed fists.
5 minutes going on the match.
So far, the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, I've got to give it to them. They've been doing really well in this match. Bobby and Dennis just can't find their flow. They can't find their flow. But now they're a great tag team. They're both of these teams are two of the greatest tag teams to ever set foot within the squared circle. And they know each other like no two other tag teams. They have fought cities all over the United States. They've both won and lost, and the feud continues today. And now it comes to Bluegrass, and I'm trying my best to call this match unbiased. Robert backs Bobby in the corner, tags in Ricky. Ricky comes in from behind. Oh, another closed fist by Robert. Now Bobby whips Ricky off the ropes. Dennis, smart tag team wrestling. Referee Russell had his head turned. Dennis cuts Ricky off. Smart tag team wrestling by the Midnight Express. Ricky Morton now in trouble as the Midnights have taken control of this match. Big stomp by Dennis. Dennis putting the boots to Ricky Morton. Going for a pin. Robert already in the ring to break it up. I don't think he would have got Ricky there, but Robert obviously didn't share my sentiments. He thought that could have been it. Vicious right by Bobby Eaton, right to the jaw of Ricky Morton. Now Dennis bringing Robert in. Referee going over trying to get Robert out of the ring. Now you see Bobby going for a choke there. Referee over. Bobby taking the full count of 5 before he breaks it on Morton. Bobby whips Ricky off, picks him up. Big spine buster. Right down in the mat. Referee gets a 2. That's 2.5. Bobby Eaton tags in Loverboy Dennis. Back with the team after a lengthy absence. And doesn't look like they've missed a step. Like they were always in the ring the whole time together. Dennis picking Ricky up. Going for that abdominal stretch. There you go, getting the referee over to check on Ricky. And there you see Bobby and Dennis again doing what they do best. Referee didn't see it, can't break it. You can't call what you don't see. Referee back in position there, and there goes Bobby and Dennis stretching back on Ricky Morton. That abdominal stretch. Referee tries to go the other way, still doesn't catch it. Smart tag team wrestling by the Midnight Express. Smart. I can't say it enough. That time the referee called him. Breaks the hold. Dennis just cuts off Ricky Morton. And a right for Robert there. Robert again not showing smart, just rolls in the ring. The referee's got to get him out. And that allows the Midnight Express to put the boots to Ricky Morton. You could be looking at the day the rock and roll died. Dennis now choking Ricky out across the ropes there. I'm just helping Ricky here. I just had a few words to say to Ricky. You're going to lose, whatever. Nothing else. That was all it was. That was all it was. I think that's unbiased. Dennis picks him back up. Right to the side of the head. That hurts me. That hurts me. Just ripping the skin away with those nails, just digging across the back and then the front of Ricky Morton. Back into his corner. Again, quick tags by the Midnight Express. Ricky's been isolated in the ring for a while now. Vicious right hand by beautiful Bobby. Sends Morton all the way down to the mat. And Bobby with a knee. Fans trying to get behind the rock and roll. So far to no effect. Bobby whips him off. Oh, he gets caught. Bobby put his head down too quick. But can Ricky make the tag? He's in the wrong corner. Ricky's in the wrong corner. This is his chance to make the tag. Can he do it? Referee. Here comes Dennis. Ricky rolls. He made the tag. In comes Robert Gibson. Fist to both Dennis and Bobby. Both go down. Robert paired off with Dennis. It looks like Ricky's got Bobby in the other corner. Oh, and the Midnight Express reverse it. Now just giving Dennis a little help. Oh, he moved. Gibson moved. Oh, the Rock and Roll Express win. But let me tell you, it was a travesty of justice. It was a travesty of justice, just a little bit mistiming. It should never have happened. I've had to watch it all again and relive it all again. I hope you people in Bluegrass are happy with this. Enjoy the rest of your DVD. I'm out of here. Somebody get me a... Here we go, fans. The second main event of the evening here at Collision Course, and this one's for all the marbles. The most prestigious belt in NWA Bluegrass, the NWA Bluegrass Heavyweight Championship. As the champion, Chance Prophet there in the black and white, puts it all on the line against Team Canada member Eric Young. You see the crowd there getting on Eric Young's case. Young making a special trip down from Canada to enter NWA Bluegrass and hopes beyond anything else to leave with the gold here tonight. And there you see the lockup, collar and elbow. Eric Young with a go behind. Chance Prophet bringing the arm. Eric Young comes out of it. What great wrestling we're seeing here in the early moments of the match. Chance flips over, reverses it again. Just ringing the arm of Eric Young. Now back around with a hammerlock. And I've said it before, this is the toughest challenge to date for Chance Prophet. Prophet, a two-time NWA Bluegrass Heavyweight Champion. He's in there with Eric Young. Eric Young, of course, a two-time World Tag Team Champion of the NWA with Team Canada. And Young wants singles gold. He could get it here tonight. Young with a leapfrog over. The Chance waiting on him. Big forearm by Prophet. Prophet misses the arm drag. Japanese arm drag by Prophet. That spinning heel kick catches Young right across the chest, and Eric Young goes to the outside. Eric Young figures it's time to regroup. Maybe slow the momentum of the champion. And again, the belt is on the line. When you come through the doors of NWA Bluegrass, you want to be able to challenge for that belt. And if you're lucky enough someday to hold the belt, Chance Prophet in his second reign, but his toughest challenge in the ring now with Eric Young. Chance waiting behind on him. Young turns around. Chance catches him. Brings him in the hard way. And a big clothesline sends Eric Young back out to the floor again. I know the officials here at NWA Bluegrass were very worried that if Eric Young wins the belt tonight, is the heavyweight championship for Bluegrass going to Canada. I mean, they are so worried that they've even made Eric Young sign a clause in the contract that states if he wins, he has to come back down here to Kentucky and defend the belt within the 30-day time period. Chance, Chance tried to bring him in again, but Young just slingshot Chance out to the floor. Now Young goes out after him. Eric Young needs to be aware of that count. If it ends in a double count out, or if one of them gets counted out, Young may win the match, but he doesn't win the gold. He's got to beat Chance in the center of the ring. Young shoots him back in. Goes in after him. Goes for a pin. Only a 2 count. Young didn't hook the leg. Let me tell you something, Chance Prophet, I've seen this guy just excel. Every time I see him, more and more moves, more and more tenacity. And Eric Young is going to have to take it to Prophet. There he goes, hooks the leg. Only a 2 count. Like I'm saying, Eric Young is going to have to take it to Prophet and stay on top of him if he hopes to win that belt here tonight. clubbing blow right across the back of the neck of Chance Profit. Young backs him in. Gets him into the other corner. Oh! Profit goes in hard. Just shook the whole ring. Eric Young reciting some of that Canadian national anthem. Just inciting the fans here in Paintsville. He needs to concentrate on Profit. He cannot let the champion get a breather. There he goes, taking the attack back to the champion. Eric Young choking him over the ropes. Referee Smiley in there. Young pushes it all the way up to the 5 count, then breaks. Eric Young showing a tremendous amount of confidence here. He thinks he's got Profit right where he wants him. Big knife edge chop there. These fans definitely on the side of Chance Profit. Profit reverses it. Young goes in, floats over. Uh-oh. Young too busy celebrating. And Chance is waiting on him. Young reverses it again. Chance goes up and over. Big chop by Profit. Profit backs him in. Young goes in. Wait, Chance holds out. Oh! Big chop in those vicious forearms by Profit. Whips him in the ropes, into the turnbuckle. Oh, but Eric Young got the boot up. And a clothesline by Eric Young. He just turned Chance inside out. We could have a new champion. Oh, 2.5. Oh, Chance just barely got that shoulder up. I could just see that Bluegrass Championship on its way to Canada. Picks Profit up, big belly to back suplex, just plants him down on the back of his head. Again, referee gets 2.5. Eric Young questioning the count. He thought that was 3. I don't know, he's awful close. The referee Smiley has been consistent so far in his counts here tonight. Profit firing back with those forearms. Trying to mount some offense, whips Eric Young off the ropes. Profit misses the big boot, gets caught. Belly-to-belly suplex. Again, he goes for the cover. 2.5. Young didn't hook the leg. I believe if Eric Young had hooked the leg right there, we would have crowned a new champion here tonight. And that's how close that was. Young sending Profit back out to the floor. I think Eric Young's just saying, count him out. I think Eric Young may be frustrated. He's going to take the victory however he can get it. Eric Young looking a little confident there, resting in the corner. Yeah, Profit's back up. Referee Smiley counting away, but Eric Young goes over, cuts him off, brings him back in. I think Young knew he was going to get back in the ring anyway, so he cut him off. Young, big power slam. Goes for a cover. Oh, again 2.5. How many near falls are we going to have? And Young shoots him right back outside again. Chance just can't seem to get anything going. Every time he starts to the ring, Eric Young cuts him off, hits him with some big move, and then shoots him back out again. Now he's back to singing that Canadian national anthem. Eric Young going back over, cutting Chance off again. Gonna shoot him back out again over the top rope. Eric Young say, count him out.